During the final years of World War II, German soldiers whispered about a ghost ruling the night skies. A black aircraft that appeared from nowhere, struck with surgical precision, and vanished before anyone could react. This plane claimed 127 kills and disappeared into legend, but still haunts every German soldier today. The flash came first. A truck at the rear of Sergeant Klaus Hoffmann's supply column exploded, turning the snow into a lake of fire. Men screamed. Hoffmann threw himself behind his half-track, heart hammering against his ribs. "Searchlights! Get the searchlights up!" he roared. White beams carved through the fog, sweeping desperately across the empty sky. Nothing. Just darkness pressing down like a weight on their chests. Hoffmann had heard the rumors of night attacks that couldn't be seen, but he'd refused to believe them. He'd put it down to Allied propaganda designed to weaken the German spirit even further. Now, as sweat ran down his back despite the freezing night air, he understood this wasn't propaganda at all, but he had no idea what it was. The tracers followed shortly after, short, brutal bursts from somewhere impossibly high above. Another truck erupted in flames. The gunners fired blindly upward, their weapons painting useless arcs of light against the clouds. "Where is it?" Private Steiner shrieked beside him, tears freezing on his face. "Where the hell is it?" Hoffmann grabbed the boy's collar. "Shut up! Listen." They fell silent. The wind, the crackling flames, and then nothing. The engines had stopped. Whatever had attacked them was gone. Hoffmann's heart continued to thump erratically long after. When dawn finally broke over the frozen forest, Hoffmann counted the bodies. 16 men, 4 trucks destroyed, and not a single soldier had seen what killed them. Steiner sat in the snow, rocking back and forth. "It came from the clouds," he whispered. "And then it just disappeared." Hoffmann didn't answer. He'd spent weeks hearing his men whisper about a vanished warplane, an American experiment, a curse sent to hunt them. He hadn't believed any of it. Until now. 3 nights earlier, on the other side of the war and the Atlantic Ocean, Captain Daniel Reeves stood in the darkness beside his aircraft, breath misting in the freezing air. The plane loomed over him like a predator, twin engines, twin tails, and a radar dish buried in its nose. But what made his hands tremble slightly wasn't its size. It was the color. Flat, lightless black. A color that didn't just hide, it erased. "You think it'll work?" Lieutenant Carter Hale asked, climbing up to the rear cockpit. His voice carried an edge Reeves had learned to recognize. Fear disguised as curiosity. "The paint?" Reeves ran his gloved hand along the wing. The surface seemed to swallow the red glow from the hangar lamps. "It better. Otherwise, we're just a big, slow target up there." "Comforting," Hale snorted. "That's why they pay us the big money, Carter." Hale laughed, but it died quickly. They both knew the truth. The P-61C Black Widow was experimental, rushed into service, and thrown at a problem the Allies were desperate to solve. German bombers owned the night. V-1 rockets screamed toward London. Something had to stop them. So they'd built this, the first American night fighter, a plane designed to hunt in total darkness. The Black Widow was a marvel of engineering. It was painted with a high-gloss jet black finish, which reflected very little light, making it difficult to see at night, especially against the dark sky. Moreover, the aircraft's surfaces were minimized and carefully designed to reduce reflections that could give away its position. The use of non-reflective paint and the reduction of shiny panels helped decrease radar and visual detection. Additionally, the P-61 didn't need clear visibility to find its targets, but relied heavily on its onboard radar, allowing it to detect enemy aircraft without needing to be visually seen in turn. It was a masterpiece, and it was terrifying. Captain Reeves pulled himself into the cockpit, his movements practiced, but never quite automatic. Every flight felt like the first. SCR-720 radar ready? Coming online now. Lieutenant Hale's face glowed green in the radar scope's light. I've got 4 miles of visibility. Might as well be daylight down here. Up there, it's different. Reeves checked his instruments, each gauge a small constellation of red light, deliberately tinted to preserve their night vision. Up there, we're blind except for you. No pressure. The engines coughed to life, their roar